Have you ever gone through something that felt so uncertain that your mind just wouldn't stop spinning? You thought through every possible outcome, you replayed conversations, you thought of worst case scenarios, and no matter how much you tried to think your way out of it, your nervous system just wouldn't settle. So if this sounds like something that you're going through, then this video is for you. Because recently I've been navigating a pretty challenging circumstance in my life, and it's brought up way more anxiety than I have experienced in a very long time. And what it reminded me of is that when we're dealing with situations out of our control and times when things feel very uncertain, logic alone isn't going to calm your mind. You need to find ways that support your body too. Last month, I had another surgery, which is why I've been a bit MIA on here. And normally, I'm not someone who gets overly worked up about medical procedures. But after everything that I've been through for the last 7 months health wise, I realized that my nervous system is still carrying a lot. And although I wasn't surprised about the surgery itself, because I knew this was coming, it was a follow up to the emergency surgery I had back in December. What took me by surprise was how quickly my mind started spiraling leading up to the surgery. So, about a week and a half ahead of surgery, I had my pre op and found out that there were 4 potential surgery options, and they all had very different recoveries. I think that would cause most people anxiety, but after everything I'd gone through for 7 months and having so much uncertainty, it just caused me to have anxiety like I have probably never had in my life. Or if I have, it's been a very long time. So I went to some of the darkest places at the beginning, worst case scenarios. I didn't even think I was going to survive the procedure. And I knew that this was just my mind spinning out of control, but I couldn't stop it. I could not stop this anxiety spiral no matter how bad it got. And it made me remember that sometimes we can't use logic alone to calm ourselves when we're feeling stressed or anxious because of things out of our control. We need to find ways to support our body and support our nervous system. So, after a few days, I was able to start doing that and was in a much better place by the time the surgery came. I'm now just about a month past, and I had hoped I'd be feeling no more anxiety and that I'd be feeling great to be on the other side. But the surgery I had only has a 60 to 70% success rate. So I'm continuing to use the methods I'm going to talk about because I really want to share these with you because of the fact that they are things that are actually working for me. They're things that I'm using regularly to help calm my nervous system, reduce the anxiety, and support my body while I am dealing with all of these uncertainties in my life. If you find your mind spiraling out of control, one thing that I highly recommend is to rewatch your favorite TV shows or movies, or even reread your favorite book. And the reason for this is because your nervous system already knows what happens. There are no surprises, no cliffhangers, and no sudden emotional shocks. Everything feels predictable, and predictability creates safety. So when your nervous system needs support, creating safety is a very powerful way that you can help regulate what's happening. Let's talk about the power of using scents to anchor your nervous system. You probably know that lavender is often used for calming and relaxing nerves, and it can work great for some people. But what if you don't like the scent of it, or if it just doesn't seem to work for you? I think that sometimes people overlook the fact that scent is deeply connected to memory. So if something that is a traditional calming scent doesn't resonate with you, think about a scent that reminds you of a happy memory. Maybe it's something from your childhood, like cookies baking in the oven, or the smell of fresh cut grass. Or maybe it's a certain flower or a fruit that brings you to your favorite vacation spot. So when you incorporate a scent that brings up these positive memories, your nervous system will naturally start to calm down. And if you like working with sprays or essential oils, I do already have some calming scents that I've created. If you have any questions or want to learn more, I'll share the link below, or you can reach out with any questions. If you enjoy taking baths, they're a great way to relax your nervous system. But instead of just taking a normal bath, I invite you to create a calming ritual out of it. You can add Epsom salts or essential oils, dim your lights, play soothing music, light a candle. Basically, you want to create a space that helps you intentionally slow down. Your nervous system loves cues that say, you can stop being on alert now. So, by creating this ritual version of a bath, you're already telling your body that it is a safe place to relax. And if you like working with bath salts, I also have some really beautiful bath salt blends, so I'll include that link below as well. When we're anxious, we often try to calm our minds, but sometimes it's easier to calm the body first. So you need to find a way to give your body something comforting. Now, this is something that is a very personal choice, and it can also vary based on the day or the type of anxiety you're feeling. But it's about giving your body what it needs to help it feel safe, secure, and protected. So, some examples of this could be using a weighted blanket or a heating pad, drinking a cup of warm tea, wearing your softest, coziest clothes, cuddling with your pets. Or if you're looking for an amazing product recommendation, I highly recommend using a BioMat. It's been my absolute go-to to help with my nervous system, to help regulate all of the stress and this anxiety, and I use mine daily. So I'll again drop a link to that down in the comments in case you want to know more about them. And you can also reach out to me because I am now a distributor of theirs because I believe in their product so much. This next one is powerful. And it's about shrinking the timeline. When we're anxious, our minds can go into overdrive and we start overthinking everything. But specifically, we really tend to focus on what's happening next. Our brains start thinking, well, what if this happens next week? What if recovery takes months? What if this? What if that? What if? What if? We can what if ourselves right into a panic attack. So instead, ask, what do I need right now? Not tomorrow, not 6 months from now, just today, just this hour, just this moment. Sometimes just letting yourself know that you just have to get through the next hour is enough to slow down the anxiety spiral. Stop arguing with your anxiety. Instead of saying, I shouldn't feel this way, try saying, of course I feel this way. My nervous system is responding to something difficult. You most likely already logically know what is causing the anxiety. So beating yourself up about knowing you shouldn't feel that way isn't going to help. And trying to force yourself to feel differently is just going to cause you anxiety in a different way. Compassion is what calms the nervous system so much faster than judgment. So if you can be compassionate and understand why you're feeling the way you are and give your body that time to feel it, oftentimes that feeling will fade away much faster than when you try to force it. So the next time you're struggling with anxiety, I'd like you to ask yourself, what does my nervous system need right now? This isn't a question for your future self. It's not about your productivity or your to-do list. It's about your nervous system. And remember that when life feels uncertain, seek out and fill your life with things that feel familiar, things that don't bring on any sudden adrenaline rushes or bring on more anxiety because of their unknowns. Use your comforting sensory anchors. Just focus on today and offer yourself compassion. All of these things take time. This change in how you talk to your body and how you talk to yourself and support your body don't just happen immediately. So take these one small step at a time, and you will start to notice a difference. Because this is something that even I'm continuing to learn. Healing isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's energetic, and so much of it is reliant on keeping your nervous system regulated. So if you're going through something difficult right now, I hope that this is a reminder that you're not alone in this, and just learning how to keep your nervous system regulated and supported can make going through uncertain times so much easier for you. So I hope that these tips help you. I hope they bring you some comfort during your times of uncertainty. And feel free to drop a comment below if anything works and it helps, or if you have anything to add that I didn't talk about. I would love to hear what helps you calm down your nervous system when you need it the most. Thank you, as always, for being here, and have a great day.